Hey, it's Joel the 3D printing nerd, and we have a change of venue here because what we're about to do is too big for my current filming location. So we're right outside my office here at home. And we're going to be unboxing the gMax 1.5 XT Plus printer from gCreate. I hope my table's big enough. You ready? Go! The gMax 1.5 XT Plus printer is a large print volume printer. It'll do 16 by 16 by 21 inches tall. It ships in a huge box, so I've got two things that'll help us get through it. First, I've got my tape measure. It measures out to plenty. Second, I've got my handy dandy Swiss Army knife. It's got a few blades, and I promise there are plenty of beers I've popped with the bottle top opener. All right, let's get the printer. All right, it's a big box. It's huge, it's freaking huge. All right, here we go. So with my handy dandy tape measure, first we're gonna find out the dimensions across, and it is 31.5 inches across. It is 33 inches tall, and with the side bumpers, it measures in at 25 inches deep. With a box this big, there's no way that I can take that fixed point camera that you're looking at me with right now, point it down in the box. So I've got my Poop Tractor mobile iPhone standing by, and right now, you should be listening to my voice as you can see the top of the box. As I start to open things, I'll get out the phone so you can see it. First, we gotta open it. I've got the small blade out, and we will just start a center cut. God forbid I cut a straight line. Boy, this is packed well. My first cut didn't make it through all of the layers right away. All right, center cut. Let's bring it down the side. This is packed well. This is packed so well. I was curious too, because when I bought this printer, I knew it was huge, and I knew it had a fantastically large build volume, and it was shipped pre-assembled. So they had to find a big box. All right, the top is cut. We're gonna go to iPhone here so we can see what's inside. As we open this box, we see another box. All right, maybe there's something under this. It looks like I can lift it up. All right, this, okay. Oh man, that's a big stout piece of cardboard right there. Looks like that is, oh, it's got something in it. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this out. I'm glad I have long arms. Ready? Okay. Okay. Here's a box. I can shake it so it's got parts. This I'm going to set aside. Ooh, but before I open this box, look at this. I've got paperwork. We're back to the iPhone, so you can see this paperwork. Look at this, the gCreate gMax printer 1.5 unboxing. Wow, this is great. I love it when they include documentation like this, and the production value of this document at first glance is wonderful. Let's open it up. Once open, I've got the unboxing sheet that's kind of like a checklist on what to do. I've got a letter from the founders, Gordon and Anna, thanking me for my purchase. You're welcome, guys. Here is the assembly and QA checklist that they did prior to shipping the printer to me. Everything checks out. Let's see, assembly and pre-check, print tests and final verification. Oh, look at this. So they do test things before they ship it to me. Here's just for print test and final verification. Here's large bed leveling print, gMax logo, tall test print, second day bolt tightening, and verify belt tension. That's pretty awesome. And then stapled together right here is the gMax Printer 1.5 Quick Start Guide. Invaluable. I'll set all this aside except for the unboxing sheet because, well, I may need that. All right, the piece of packing cardboard that had this box in it, since it's right here, I'm gonna open this up. Let's see what's inside. We've got a 14-piece hex key wrench set. There's the power cable. Let's see, USB cable. Here's the filament spool holder brackets. There's a putty knife to get the prints off the bed, though I would suspect I would probably use my BuildTak spatula. All right, in here is, boy, I can't tell from the outside and it's all taped up, but it looks like we should open the tape. It looks like in the inside we've got some small test prints. There's the gMax, there's a little keychain holder. Here's a spiral vase that was printed. Look at this. There's those. Some zip ties and an SD card. Oh, here's a G that's been twisted, and I bet this was printed with my printer, and it looks, wow, it looks really, really good, you guys. Spare bolts, nuts, screws, dreams, hopes, children's wishes. Here's a G keychain. I may actually put that on my keychain. And oh, look at that! It's a gMax. gMax, but it was printed like this. That's kind of cool. And it looks like I've got something to scratch the inside of my ears. Awesome. All right, last in this box. There's the control panel. Here's a sander. Yeah, all right. Well, let's move this out of the way so we can get the big boy out. First things first, we got to take out this. This is a custom molded piece of foam. And this ensures that the printer doesn't bounce up too hard, and it makes a nice hat if you have a square head. This printer's huge, and I'm about to take it out of the box, but in order to do that, I'm gonna have to put the box in front of the table, lift the printer out, and bring it back to the table. Wish me luck. Hey, look, my knife dropped. I found it. All right, this is the gantry for the printer right here, and even though I'm dusty, I need to tell you, don't ever pick up your printer by the gantry, right? It's a precision machine, and holding it by the gantry can cause misalignment. So if you can, always lift your printer from the base. The base is down below. Luckily, I'm strong, and I've got long arms. So I'm gonna lift it. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. They included a free roll of color fab filament. Let's see, this is standard black. Oh, how'd you guys know? You shouldn't have. Thank you very much. I believe a free roll of color fab filament comes with every gMax printer sold. So in this occasion, I'm not special. It's just part of the deal. All that's left in the box now is the packing at the bottom. This was a good box. They did a fantastic job packing it. I would rate it 10 out of 10. I don't think you could pack a printer better than this. Let's get this out of the way and start taking the plastic off this thing. The printer is all taped up and the plastic wrap goes around the printer. I did notice something very interesting. Glass, handle with care. So this is a change because the printer I have from gCreate before came with sanded acrylic as the print bed. And as far as I know, this printer is being sold with a sanded acrylic print bed. Maybe things have changed. Maybe they're offering glass. I don't know. Let's just keep going, but keep that in mind. That's a big sheet of glass, I bet. Oh, that looks good. Plastic wrap is off. The plastic wrap is off the printer and it gives us an idea to visually inspect the printer before we do anything else with it. So a printer this size being transported across the country and potentially worldwide really has to be packed well. You can see here there is a piece of wood bolted into place to hold the bed and to keep it from moving. Good job there. You can see that the print head and the brains back here are all wrapped together, and it looks like there's also a piece of wood bolted into place to keep the X-axis and Z-axis from traveling too much. That's another bonus. There's a red zip tie right here, keeping the wires that go back to the brain from the print head in place, and right underneath this glass handle with care sign, there is some ferocious bubble wrap. Let's go back to the unboxing guide and see what it says from here. All right, step 1, remove plastic packaging and all boxes. Inspect all parts for any damage, take photos of any damage, and report it back to gCreate immediately. We've done a visual inspection, and as far as I can tell, there is no shipping damage whatsoever. So we can move on to step 2. Install the LCD screen on bottom left of printer using supplied hardware. Plug in gray ribbon cables to correct spots, and power button and 20-pin connector. All extra wires will not be used and be secured with a zip tie. Okay, I got to install something, so let's do it. It's times like these where I need smaller hands. All right, for the gray connectors, 1 is in 1, 2 is in 2. Now I'm going to install the USB port. All right, unfortunately, I think I messed up on something. So here's the USB port, and you're supposed to attach it with these 2 screws, but that screw on the left isn't going in, and I think I cross-threaded the screw, and it ain't coming out, and it ain't going back in. But that won't cause the printer to catch on fire, and it's my own darn fault. And I'm not going to skip over that because I need to tell you it's part of the installation process, so be careful. Don't cross your threads. This is pretty handy, including these Allen wrenches here. I know I have Allen wrenches, but I can't tell you where they are. All right, something like this, just pull and it comes out. LCD is installed. Step number 2, we can check off. Step number 3, install USB hub with bracket, 2 screws. Okay, we did that, and I talked about crossing the threads. You shouldn't do that. Cut any red zip ties holding extruder and extruder wire in place. That's this bad boy. Here we go. We don't need that. And it looks like that's the only red zip tie. Let's move on. Step 5, remove wood plate holding bed in place. That's that bad boy up front. Let's do that. Looks like it's just a wing nut holding it in the back, so I just put my finger against it to kind of put some pressure on it, and there it is. Wood holding the bed in place is removed. I guess it's time for step 6. Remove wood stoppers on vertical aluminum rails holding Z-axis in place. That's here, so let's remove this plastic wrap and then take this wood out. Plastic wrap. Let's get that bad boy out. That was easy. Oh, there's one underneath as well. Here, let me give you a close-up. So there's the extra, wait, what is that? Oh, I think I know what that is. Okay, we'll come back to that, but that's kind of really exciting. So there's the wood I need to remove. So I'm going to remove that right now, and that should free up the Z-axis. As I loosened this and pulled it out, the Z-axis shifted down a very, very small amount. I'm going to guess that's normal. All right, next step. Step 7, install filament spool brackets with large overhang towards the back of printer. Use bolts already installed on brackets to secure them to the rail. Here's the top rail of the printer, and here are the filament spool holders. And so these will just slide into these slots, and it says it wants the large overhang towards the back, so that's what we'll do. Here's something interesting. So there's a bolt right here, and there's a bolt right here. And once that's tightened into place, it won't move. But what gCreate has done is included these little thumb screws here, and those will make it so you can adjust this to accommodate any spool size. You don't have to break out a wrench to do that. With bolts like these, you actually can adjust it with your thumb. So see that thumb? See that finger? Whee! I can do it. Awesome. Next step. The bed has already been leveled prior to shipping. You may have to adjust the first layer height using baby step Z as described in the Quick Start Guide, which we'll get to. Refer to the Quick Start Guide to get printing. Oh, all right, a final step. It doesn't mention anything about unpacking the bed, but if you've purchased a printer, I'm going to assume you know that you cannot print on bubble wrap. Let's undo that. Here's the glass plate wrapped in smaller bubble wrap. I'm going to set this aside for now. Bubble wrap is done. Once the bubble wrap is done, you can see that a test print that they've printed on this printer is taped to the print bed. I'm guessing they removed it to verify, or it got moved in shipping, but regardless of that, it seems to be taped down, centered nice, in a nice flower pattern around the gCreate logo. I also have a sticky note, Joel T. Hey, that's me! Awesome. Looks good. Oh, this looks fantastic. And it moves so smooth. Oh, the belts are tight here, and this belt is tight here. Remember that thing that I didn't know what it was, or I was kind of excited, and here it is. Oh, next to the extruder is a auto bed leveling sensor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, this is exciting. I didn't know this was coming. Hey, so I don't know if auto bed leveling is going to be a standard thing on gMax printers or not, but wow, I am totally excited to try this out, because I mean, a bed this size is already fairly level, as they verified, but this is exciting. Okay, wow, a few surprises. Oh man, this is so cool. Okay, let's wrap this up. Here it is. This is it. This is the gMax 1.5 XT Plus. As you can tell, it's got a huge print volume this way, a huge print volume this way, and 21 inches that way. That's extraordinary. The printer was packed better than anything I've ever seen. There was a lot of care taken in packing this printer. There were custom pieces within the box to make sure it didn't get jostled. Everything is still firm and tight. All of the cables are still connected. The test print is here on the bed. This was able to be installed just fine. It was my own mess up that caused a cross-threading in one of the very tiny screws in the USB connector, but you know, I'm not perfect. I think it's safe to assume that this printer was packed extremely well. As far as an unboxing video goes, I want to say the unboxing went incredibly well. This printer was packed this is the gold standard of how you should pack a 3D printer before shipping it anywhere. The gantry was taken care of with this custom foam piece that was at the top. The box, the big box, was reinforced around the corners and taped up extremely well. The bed itself was wrapped in bubble wrap, and this glass bed was wrapped in a separate bubble wrap. It's plenty of tape. The red zip tie, there it is, the red zip tie. It's extra large, and it held this wire in place just fine. There were wooden blocks screwed into place to make sure things didn't move. The printer, I'm extremely confident in this printer performing better than I can possibly imagine, just based on the packing of the printer in the box. Based purely on how this printer was packed in the box, I would recommend gCreate. Maybe they'll pack your Christmas presents for you. Who knows? Well, shoot, that's it. That was my first official really kind of unboxing video. This was a good printer to unbox. Everything looks like it's packed well. I can't imagine I'm going to have any problems with this. Look for a first-time use video coming soon. Right now, I'm just going to stare at this. I'm kidding. I'm going to go eat lunch because I'm hungry. Hey, you know what? Thanks for watching. Like this video if you found it informative and useful. Share this video with your friends if you think they would enjoy an unboxing video like this where possibly any questions may be answered. Subscribe to my channel. Man, if you subscribe, once I get this first time use video done, well, you'll be one of the first to hear about it. Thanks for coming along, you guys. Hey, as always, high five.